Welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Green Bay Tailgating.
You startled me.
Nice.
We are Mad Dog and Merrill, and I'll tell you what, this is Green Bay tailgating at its finest throughout the whole state of Wisconsin. And coming home this year is that big trophy right there.
That one right there.
The Lombardi Trophy with the American flags, the Stadium View signs. We are at Stadium View in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Great place to come for your tailgate parties. The intersection of Armed Forces Drive and Holmgren Way. Be there or be square for your next tailgate party. We'll be right back with more of Green Bay Tailgating with
Mad Dog and Merrill.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by All Natural Golden Plump Chicken, Cherry Delight, and by Crisp Kraut Sauerkraut.
Well, Mad Dog and Merrill here. This is Green Bay Tailgating. It's 4th and 10. No, it's 3rd and 10.
No, it's not even that time yet either.
Wasn't it really?
No, we got plenty of time.
Getting to be happy hour at Stadium
Oh, there
View.
you go. Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
I'll tell you what, when you're tailgating, anything goes, and that's a good thing about tailgating. Merrill, it looks like you got a great meal happening
Hey, well,
here.
you know what? I'm going to do a little chicken, and I'm doing some, is this a yam or is this a sweet potato?
Well, let me see it. Let me try it. Can I?
Yeah,
It's sweet, so it's a yam.
it's a yam.
It's a yam. There's actually a lot of things that we buy, we call yam. We call sweet potatoes are actually yams.
Okay.
The sweet potatoes are more of a whiter. They're
Oh,
amazing,
really?
yeah, and chunkier.
I just never, and I thought, oh, I'm on television. I want to make sure I got that
You're
right.
a sweet potato.
Am I a sweet potato? Well, anyway, I took these yams. These are yams. Is that correct, sir?
Sure,
Is it?
sure.
Okay. So what I did is I went ahead and peeled these. I went ahead and quartered them, ate them, whatever. I used a little olive oil, soaked those in there. I'm going to brown these up on the grill. They do not take that long to
Because of the
to
sugar
cook.
content,
They
they
got
cook
sugar
faster.
content in there. So let me pour those on there first. So I get those. Whoops, I lost one.
It's always good luck when you're at a game to lose and drop a quarter.
Is it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
usually
right.
the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that or a yam. Oh, that or a yam. If you drop a yam, you're really in good luck. Okay, I'm doing some little citrus chicken today. Now, I love doing chicken thighs. I got the chicken thighs in the bag here.
I'm doing chicken too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
See, we never talk to know what the heck we're doing all the time. Doing some boneless chicken thighs. I'm going to use a little bit of our Italian Harvest here for the marinade. Open this bag up. Now, for the citrus, what I'm using, obviously,
Citrus.
citrus. I'm going to use, what is this? Huh?
Orange.
Orange. Now, as you've noticed, I put some oranges and lemons right on the grill because you'll get more juice this way. Look at the juice I just get from this orange here. It's just amazing. All right, place that in. A little bit of lemon. Place that in there. I'm going to marinate these really in the refrigerator for a good 30 to 40 minutes. I've saved these at the end, which when I'm done cooking, I'm going to go ahead and use the juice of the lemon and the oranges to sprinkle that on top of there. But I'm going to grill these chicken thighs 6 to 7 minutes on each side. They got a little bit more, 6% more fat than the normal chicken breasts do, but they come out really nice and juicy and very flavorful.
I got 2 words for that, ladies and
What's that,
gentlemen.
sir?
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice.
When that defensive guy comes along and he holds the guy like
yeah,
this and
yeah.
he grabs me,
Oh.
pretends he's not doing anything
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
That's dirty rice.
That is.
So,
That's dirty rice.
that's dirty.
Was that his last name?
Dirty rice, yes. Yes. Remember Rice you used to play?
Yes.
Dirty.
Dirty rice.
I took a little bit of our good friends at Capital Brewery. I took a little bit of their Oktoberfest, and instead of water, I've got about 11 ounces of Capital Brew in there, some Oktoberfest. And I'm gonna throw our rice in there to get it going, but we're gonna make a little bit of dirty rice. So I got about a cup of rice today. I'm gonna stir that around with my little pinky there. And here's what we're gonna add to our dirty rice, and you can do what you like. I got black beans that I drained and rinsed off. They're canned beans, I drained and rinsed off. I'm gonna plop those right in there.
Okay.
Now, Merrill did some wonderful little portobello mushrooms and browned them up for me. So I'm gonna slice a little portobello mushrooms, and that's gonna add a unique sort of flavor to them that's gonna unique up a little bit later on. So I'm gonna place those in there. I've got some sage, fresh garden sage, and I'm gonna cut that in tiny little
Well,
segments.
okay, that's fresh sage really makes a big difference. You know, fresh herbs, but the sage, I love
Yeah.
the flavor on sage.
And
I do.
not enough, not too much. I got about a tablespoon, if the wind don't take
Yep.
it.
Blowing in the wind, my
Yep.
friend.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of sage and roll that around with my fingers in there, because that's the dirty part. My hands are dirty. Now they're clean.
There, that'll take care of you people calling. Did you see that?
Merrill
He put
did
that
some
damn
sweet
bird in
peppers, roasted them on the grill. Now roasting adds a great little flavor to them. So I'm gonna add the sweet peppers to that and get that a little swirl over the top. And I'm gonna take 1 jalapeno.
there. Ooh.
And I'm gonna add a little swirl over the top. And get that a little swirl over the top. And I'm gonna take 1 jalapeno. And I'm gonna add a little swirl over the top. And I'm gonna take 1 jalapeno. 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 And I'm gonna take 1 jalapeno.
Yeah, dude, I love the jalapeno.
Should I slice it?
I dice it.
Well, I'm gonna slice it once so that the seeds don't come out of there, and I'm gonna place it seed side down.
There you go. That's
Now
a great
here's
idea.
the dirty part. I got some golden plump chicken wings cooking away, and they're getting nice and browned up. But I'm gonna add one wing to that dirty water, and I'm gonna cover that, and so it has like a nice little broth to that.
All right.
A nice little simmer and a good stock to that. So I'm gonna cover my dirty rice. We're gonna get the wings going. I'm gonna create a glaze a little bit later on.
Okay, sounds
So
good.
we've got the Bruja in there, the Capital Bruja. We got all those great little flavorizers, the rice. One of the wings is stuck in there just to bubble a little bit, and then I'll sear that back up.
Okay.
But I want to get that just to bubbling, and we're gonna set that down. Now we've got that on our wonderful little travel cube.
Yes.
We got that on our wonderful little travel cube. And you folks, this is by Napoleon Grill. They're North American made Napoleons. They have larger ones, excellent grills. They have the little travel cubes. They fold up in about 10 seconds, and you can find them at Silica for Your Home. Now, Silica for Your Home has 3 great locations: Watertown, Beaver Dam, and of course our good friends in Fond du Lac. Go see Tom and the gang, and you can go online at silicaappliance.com for all your home needs. It's Silica. Good grills. Nice travel little grill.
Oh, it is. And I can do that in 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Fold the grill up
Speedy
in 10
Merrill.
seconds. Speed it up. We'll be right back with more of Mad Dog and Merrill's Green Bay tailgating right after this.
Welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Green Bay Tailgating Show.
I said, doctor, I need a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house?
Doctor in the house.
Mr. MD?
I said, doctor?
I said, doctor,
Doctor?
Mr. MD.
I said, can you?
I said, can you doctor up my beans?
Doctored up beans, I love.
I love doctored up
I
baked beans.
know,
Don't
I
you
know,
too?
I know.
And that's why I'm MD. It's Mad Dog and Merrill. And I'll tell you what, take a little gander. I've got a cast iron skillet, and I've got some beans I bubbled down to darn near nothing, and they're just cooking away. And those are some nice little beans I've been baking a little bit. Look at our golden plump chicken wings just a cooking on that nice little Napoleon grill. Here's what we're gonna do. Doctor up baked beans. It's refrigeration day. I'm gonna take a little bit of Worcestershire, a little Worcestershire sauce, and I'm gonna dash a little Worcestershire sauce in there. I've got ground mustard. We're gonna add ground mustard. That's gonna add a nice little tang to it.
Whoa.
I'll be right there, Mom. Man, she gets ornery on Mondays.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Well, she got to get to the laundromat. We got the ground mustard. The garlic is wonderful, whether you chop your own garlic. This is actually a garlic paste, and it's so cheap, but it has so much flavor. That's a wonderful tablespoon of garlic paste. Cooked hamburger, so I browned up some wonderful hamburger, and I'm gonna plop that hamburger right inside there. Now, there's a great new product on the market, SeveranProducts.com. You can go to SeveranProducts.com. This is sriracha, and it's actually, and I'll let you peek at it here. It's a sauerkraut, but it's got chili peppers, and it's so bitey, so flavorful. The power is immense, and it's so delicious. So I'm gonna take that sauerkraut.
Ooh.
So this one's never been, I guarantee, this recipe has never been done
No, it
before
hasn't.
because it's a newer product. So
I'll
we're
tell
gonna,
you what, you want to talk about fiber?
yeah, that's what I'm
We
thinking.
talking fiber.
No protein. We're gonna mix that baby all up, and those beans were piping hot to begin with. And when you're at a tailgate party, and we used to tailgate at Lambeau Field all the time. We'd go to one of the houses nearby and park and pay, and we'd try to outdo ourselves on chili. And we'd have some great chili contests back in the 80s, and I've never missed a game. I missed 3 games in the whole 80s in 10 years. And we had some chili that was heartburning. So this is, I'm gonna do chili next segment, by the way.
Are you really?
Yeah, nice little chili next segment.
You know what I got going with that chili? Grilled bologna sandwiches.
Chili and grilled bologna.
Life is good.
Man, I
I'll
guess.
tell you,
What are you
we're gonna
doing
eat
right
the-
now?
I'm talking to you. Hey, you know, you've got the beans. What goes good with beans but pork?
Pork and beans.
Pork and beans. You know, some side pork?
Oh, side pork.
Side pork. Look at this
Oh.
baby here, huh?
Is that a whole slab?
That's a whole slab. You got to go to your butcher and say, hey, I want a whole slab of side pork.
That's,
Don't you cut
that's
it
the
up for me?
old-fashioned way.
That is the old-fashioned
And then
way.
you cut it yourself.
I did. I already cut this myself. I did one long strip here. Now I've got some that I've already done on the grill. And what it is this is like bacon, but it's not processed bacon. It's not smoked. I'm going to grill this directly on the grill. And what they do down south, they call this pork candy. And this is absolutely delicious. And if you're going to do this, make a whole bunch of it because it's absolutely fantastic. But one thing I got to tell you about side pork, you know, you talk about the games and going to the Packer game and things like that. Remember a group of guys from Brussels. They come over to the parking lot here. They get their grill. They got it loaded with side pork, and they drink their favorite beverages and just eat side pork.
How do they doctor it? How do they doctor that side pork
Well,
up,
let me
Merrill?
tell you how we're going to do this here. As you can see, I've already got some already starting to cook. I'm going to coat this with brown sugar. Now, if you wanted to, what I have done in the past is I've actually have dipped this in our barbecue sauce first. Well, I bet those are good, aren't they? Can you taste the spiciness on that kraut?
It is absolutely delish.
It is.
I can't tell you enough. Ask your local butcher. Your meat department is who carries these, dairy or meats. But usually meat department, and it's Cerveran Products, CerveranProducts.com. I got
Good
a
stuff.
mouthful of it.
Boy, they got so many different varieties of the kraut too, which is really good. They got a regular true Bavarian. They've got a dill kraut that comes out absolutely fantastic too. Now, as you can see, all what I'm doing is just coating this with the brown sugar. I'm going to place this back on the grill and cook it till it sort of really gets nice, golden, and crispy. And like I said, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and dip this in barbecue sauce first.
Yeah,
so.
it sure looks good.
I know. All right. We'll put those down and I'll get ready to cook some bologna sandwiches. What do you think? Huh?
Sounds good. And don't forget, the next time you're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, if you want to head over to Stadium View, it's easy to find. We're talking Lambeau Field is one full block away. Lambeau Field, where the big game's held, is 1 block away. And all you do is you go and you head due east of the stadium, and there's Stadium View Bar and Grill. And it's at the intersection of Armed Forces Drive and Holmgren Way. And it's a great place to tailgate, whether there's a game or not. Let me tell you that. Go see Jerry and say hi from us.
Hello, Jerry.
From us?
From us. You got it. Hey,
We'll be right back. Well, I'll tell you what, we're having a great time. Green Bay tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill, by the way. We are at Stadium View Bar and Grill in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Boy, I'll tell you what, we got quite the spread going on, don't we?
Oh, we sure do.
I mean, there's really going to be a lot to eat. I got some chicken going over here. I got the sweet potatoes. I got the grilled bologna, which I'll talk a little bit later. But here's the pork candy.
Well, don't you have to have some of my beans first?
Oh, yeah, I will have some of those.
Thank you.
I'm anxious to try these,
Those are
man.
beans. Doctor. Call me a doctor. The doctor of beans, man.
Oh, man.
They're nice.
Well, that is really good. That is,
Wait for the sriracha to hit. There it is. Mmm. Isn't that nice?
boy, it's got like the kick right in there.
Just beautiful.
You know, the kraut, you'll be amazed. You're going to start seeing the different flavors of kraut. That is the sriracha. They've got a dill kraut, but it's just absolutely great. Fantastic.
So is that your side pork, huh?
Man.
So is that your side pork, huh?
It's my pork candy.
Pork candy. Oh,
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. You can get it at any degrees if you want. Like I said, if I wanted to,
I like mine 45 degrees.
there you go. I could have dipped this in some barbecue sauce and then back to the bacon again. But I just did it with this. I'm going to go with the snappy one. I'm going to leave it on the crispy this. If you do this,
Oh, man.
trust me.
Little
Make sure you
barbecue
get a
sauce.
batch of it. Yeah, a little barbecue sauce on there. Make a big difference. But it's called pork candy. Side pork. Dip it in some barbecue sauce.
Watch
Then
this,
the
watch
brown
this.
sugar place right on the grill. Oh man, living on the edge. Dude,
Want
I
to see my dirty rice?
guess you better. Yeah, I do want to see your dirty rice.
Okay.
Wow.
Platter up our wings, baby. Whoops, sir.
All right.
Platter up the wings, platter up the wings, platter up the wings. We'll get them wings just a going, baby.
Oh, they're good.
Get the wings a going.
Now, how did your dirty rice come out there, sir?
Finish them with a little bit of
All right.
Mad Dog and Merrill's spicy barbecue sauce. I got a wonderful little habanero in there if you like spicy, but with just a great flavor of the habanero. We're gonna finish ours with a little bit of our spicy barbecue sauce. Drizzle that over the top of those wings. Now for the dirty rice.
All right.
The dirty rice turned out just wonderful. And it's as dirty as it gets. And there's that wing I threw in there right at the end. That one's yours, Merrill.
Okay, and you had the pepper in there too, didn't you?
I had the jalapeno pepper in there.
Okay.
And you can just see it's piping hot. Put the peppers off to the side. There's some nice little dirty rice with the black beans and the peppers and the spice. But that turned out pretty gosh darn good.
Well, if you're showing those, let me show you
Oh,
my.
I forgot I put that beer in there, the Capital Brewery.
Oh yes.
The
Bet you could really
Oktoberfest.
flavor that a little bit.
Oh, man.
Let me show you my little yams here.
Oh, man, you can show me
Now,
your
what-
yams any day.
Yes. The yams, all what I had done on there was just a little bit of olive oil. You can at the end, if you'd like to, drizzle that with a little bit of brown sugar on there, which would come out really, really nice. Or you can use a little bit of apple juice. That comes out good. And then, of course, my chicken. And remember when I talked about heating the oranges or the lemons first? You'll get a lot more juice out of that. As you can see on this,
That's my idea.
you get plenty. That was. I stole it from him, ladies and gentlemen. We'll put that, give you some chicken over here. Grilled chicken thighs, cannot be beat. Nice and flavorful, nice and juicy. Like I said, a little bit more fat than the chicken breasts. They come out great every time. Look at that. All right.
How about a little, it's not really white chili because I got hamburger here. But I'll tell you what, if we take a little gander over to our little travel queue, I'm going to show you, I've got some onions that I've sauteed down a little bit. I've got the travel queue on a little bit of a higher heat. I browned up that hamburger. We're going to add a little hamburger to that. This is the cat's meow here.
Oh, man.
When you're at Stadium View and you're in the Green Bay Market, you go right down Mason Street up to Packerland. You go north on Packerland off from Mason in the Oneida Market. A great place to shop for gifts to take home with you or for yourselves. This actually is a nice little white corn. And this is a dehydrated one, or in the refrigerator case, they got them already hydrated, you can use them. So I cooked my white corn and just cooked it up and simmered it in water, got it nice and tender, and I'm gonna add that to my little skillet and stir that in. And then I've got some little butter beans.
Uh-huh.
Little butter beans in the top of there. And I'm gonna add a scant little bit of sauce. So this is tomato sauce right here. So we got a little tomato sauce to that. I'm gonna add some hot chili powder.
Man, we're going to eat well, sir.
Little hot chili powder to that. And a little bit of our spicy habanero barbecue sauce. And I'm gonna tip this a little bit and show you. But we're gonna stir that up and we're gonna make a chili. And I actually have some spaghetti noodles I forgot to bring over. But we're gonna platter that up to end the show with our little bit of over the top of those spaghetti noodles. Because that's the real way to serve chili,
Well, you know,
baby.
the white corn, I got to tell you what, folks, if you've never tried that, the flavor on that, I just love it. I mean, it's just got a really nice little crunch.
Like Tostitas, like corn.
Yeah,
like
yeah, it
corn
does.
Tostitas.
Yeah, I mean, you can really taste it a little
it
bit.
really is good.
Well, you know, down south, they got what they call Oklahoma prime rib on the grill.
Oh, bologna.
That's exactly what it is. It's
Really?
bologna, Oklahoma prime rib. You got to get yourself a hunk bologna like this, all right? Slice it like I just done, place it on the grill, grill it a good 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Then, what you really want to do, I'm going to top it with some barbecue sauce. And you want to go ahead and caramelize this really good. So it gets nice and sort of crusty. Huh, give me that spicy over there. I was wondering what happened to it. Play there, beautiful. Brush that on there. I'm going to flip it over on the other side. I want this to really get caramelized. Another squirt, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. One on both sides. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very cheap meal. You want this to get really nice and crusty. I like that. Got our good old spicy. Place that, place that on there. 4 to 5 minutes on each side. And what you really want to do is you want to do it Oklahoma style. They put it on some white bread.
Toasted.
Toast it up. I got some regular buns here. I'm going to place that on there. I'm going to put a little sauce on that. I will be serving that up right when we get back. How's that, sir?
Seriously?
You better believe
Yeah,
it.
it should be good.
What? I'm hungry. I'm going to have one more thing for you.
I'll eat just a little bit more of this. Well, I'll tell you what, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Green Bay Tailgating. And no matter where you are in the state of Wisconsin, whether you're at the big game, like we're situated just a block away here at Stadium View with Lambeau Field, I can look at it right now. That's why they call it Stadium View. It's right down the road.
And a beautiful view it is, sir.
And a beautiful view it is. It's a great place. But no matter if you're here in Green Bay for the big game or if you're at home, you gotta experiment, you gotta tailgate. I've never seen half the things we did up here today. I've never made dirty rice before. I've never doctored up my baked beans with that siracha. That nice
Good,
spicy.
good. Grilled bologna sandwich, man.
What kind of style again?
That is Oklahoma City prime rib. That's what they call that. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and score that on the side, but you want to char that up. Nice there, place that on the top, and you got yourself a sandwich that cannot
Oklahoma prime rib.
Oklahoma prime rib, that's what it is. And I'll tell you what, speaking of prime rib and all this great food that we have, I'm ready to eat, sit back, and have a good time.
I'm getting full already.
I know, I am already
You
full.
folks, happy grilling,
Happy
folks.
grilling,
Happy
everybody.
tailgating.
Oh.